Now, Pepsi has gotten a lot of heat for their controversial ad featuring Kendall Jenner at a protest handing soda to a police officer. That's very interesting. Now, this ad was released late last night on Tuesday, and the response to it basically lit the internet on fire, and in not a good way. Now, I want to show you this ad full in context, and it's about 2 minutes long, but you can see why people were so outraged. Hey man, turns out we were doing this whole protest thing all wrong. All we had to do was just give these cops a Pepsi, and then they wouldn't beat us and tear gas us. Or pepper spray us. God damn it. God, if we only knew that, protesting would have been so easy. So easy. No wonder everybody was outraged. I was outraged. Why? Look, it's because this trivializes protest. Where, of course, police have been caught doing violence to try to stop these protests. Okay? Look, ironically, some of these protests were against people like Kendall Jenner and corporations like Pepsi. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look, let me make a comparison here, right? So this ad is like, kind of like Goldman Sachs attempting to co-opt Occupy Wall Street in order to sell a mortgage. And that's what this is like. Okay? That's what that's like. Basically, co-opting a movement to protect some black, like people who think that Black Lives Matter, right? To keep them from getting killed by police. And, of course, co-opting protests against income inequality and the need for healthcare in this country in order to sell crappy soda. Look, that is super tone deaf. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. And again, using Kendall Jenner, who I'm sure is a lovely person, to sell it is ridiculous. You know why? Because Kendall Jenner is a representation of the problem. She's super wealthy and doesn't understand the problems that regular people face. She doesn't understand why regular people are protesting. So that's what's going on here. Again, this doesn't even accurately depict the dangers of protesting and police brutality. Al Hearns, executive director of the Marsha P. Johnson Institute and formerly an organizer for Black Lives Matter, said the ad essentially plays down the sacrifices people have historically taken in utilizing protest. Quote, "No one is finding joy from Pepsi at a protest. That's just not the reality of our lives. That's not what it looks like to take bold action." But I think the best one here, the comment that wins the internet, comes from Bernice King. Bernice King is the daughter of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. Now, she blasted them on Twitter with a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. at one of his signature protests, and she wrote, "If only Daddy would have known about the power of Pepsi." Oh, savage. That is awesome. And of course, the rest of Twitter is having an absolute field day over this. Now, of course, thanks to this backlash, this epic backlash against Pepsi, they've announced that they will pull this ad. In fact, I had a real hard time actually finding this video. So that's how quickly they pulled this thing. They took it down immediately. Gone. So again, I had a very, very hard time actually finding the video. I think it was even the wrong music. So again, hard to find the ad. Now, in a statement earlier today, they said Pepsi was trying to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding. Clearly, we missed the mark. By a mile. By a mile. And we apologize. We did not intend to make light of any serious issue. We are pulling the content and halting any further rollout. We also apologize for putting Kendall Jenner in this position. Now, again, Kendall Jenner, I don't have a problem with her. She is a representation of the problem, but not necessarily the problem. Okay? I don't have any personal issue with her. I don't care about Kendall Jenner. So, yeah, whatever. She's in the middle of this. She's the face of the problem. Again, not necessarily the problem. So I kind of feel bad for her in a bit. For a little bit. Then I remember how ungodly and unseemly rich she is. Then I don't feel so bad. But anyway. Maybe they'll take this opportunity to learn that it's not cool to commercialize everything. That'd be great. Maybe they should realize that, hey, maybe I shouldn't try to make a buck off serious issues facing real Americans. Wouldn't that be great if a corporation was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't try to profit off everything? I know that's our main purpose. We are essentially amoral machines that will try to profit off anything. Well, maybe some humans in there, because humans actually work at corporations and corporations are not humans, they might think, no, this is a bad idea. Let's not do that. Let's scrap the ad. Let's find something else. Let's throw Kendall Jenner into a different commercial that isn't co-opting populist movements against giant corporations, income inequality, and police brutality. That would be fantastic. Somehow I don't think that they're going to do that. Again, this isn't a game. Protest in real life is dangerous. Look, think about Standing Rock. Right? At Standing Rock, there were people that were blasted in sub-zero temperatures with water cannons. These people, a lot of people got hypothermia. A lot of people could have died from that. The same thing there at Standing Rock, there was a woman that nearly lost an arm thanks to a police stun grenade. Protest isn't a joke. It's not something that you should take lightly. It's not something that you should co-opt to sell crappy soda. Think about the violent removal of the Occupy Wall Street protesters by police. Think about the massive protests and the response to the ones in Ferguson and in Baltimore and in Chicago and all these different places. It's not a game. It is dangerous. And ads like this, they take away from that. They trivialize it. And that's why you don't try to co-opt them to make an extra dollar. You want to know why people were so angry? That's why they were so angry. And the fact that they don't really understand that, not only as a brand, but as fellow human beings, is why. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.